Alpha project is part of the landfill tax credit scheme. So for every tonne of waste that comes onto site, landfill tax is paid. We're on target to take in approximately 240,000 tonnes of waste this year. From that, we're allowed reclaim 6% of the landfill tax, and we distribute that in funding to local projects. These are environmental and maybe sports-based projects. Up until recently, that's been over a 10-mile radius, but we've now extended that to a 15-mile radius to encourage more people to come on board and distribute the funding over a wider area. We've been to see some of the community projects and we've seen the benefits they've gained from receiving the money from the grants. It's enabled them to go on and come up with good projects and involve more people. There's community projects, environmental projects, sports projects. There's a really broad range and we're very, very proud of what we do.
The park used to be a refuse site more than 30 years ago, and since then it's transformed into an educational space for kids, and we welcome a number of schools to do their geography field trips, to do river studies, pond dipping, tree and habitat studies, so it's an important educational asset. The Alpha project has meant that we can introduce 7 new characters from the best-selling children's book, The Gruffalo, and it's meant that we're now attracting about 1,000 people through the park per day on busy days. We run a number of events throughout the year, and we've run Gruffalo hunts throughout the summer. We're running Ghouls and Gruffalo's Welly Walk for Halloween. So it usually involves arts and crafts where they pick up some stuff from the forest floor and go back and create a magical masterpiece for their fridge. And it gives the children a reason to explore through the park and kick the leaves on a lovely autumn day like today.
We have an existing tractor which is a specialist tractor for travelling over wet ground, and it has very low ground pressure. The difficulty with it is it doesn't travel well on the road, and because it doesn't travel on the road, we've had difficulty in the past of getting from A to B, which has left us that we haven't been able to fulfil our habitat management requirements that we would like to do. As such, the new tractor now, we're able to come in at the drop of a hat, pick up our specialist tractor, take it round the roads to whichever site we're working on next and get the work done there. So it's made an extremely positive difference to the reserve. We're managing much more grassland and much more wet grassland than we've done in the past, and there are going to be more species benefiting from that.
WorkWest is an enterprise agency based here on the Glen Road in Belfast. We provide a range of services to people who are either in business or thinking about starting a business. We have units that are available to rent, and we also then have a range of programs and training for people who are either wishing to start a business or to encourage those who are in business to grow. We have a particular interest in social innovation, so we have a number of programs that are run specifically for those from community and voluntary organisations, those interested in social enterprise. The Think Lab, it's a totally new initiative in Northern Ireland, and it has been designed as a space where people from the local community could come together to meet and think collaboratively about issues that matter to them, and then hopefully come up with innovative new ideas to get those ideas that will solve local problems off the ground. The Alpha project have played an immense part in us being able to get this project off the ground.
It's a way to give back, I guess, and I know that the rugby club is so grateful that something like this, not all the rugby clubs get this obviously, so to have the improvements in these facilities is fantastic, and especially outdoors. The rugby club like this has people from all ages. It has the women's rugby side, it has the minis, and for everyone to be able to use it, I think that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you play for the first 15 or you're a 5-year-old running about on a Saturday morning for the minis. There's always something here that you can use in this facility, and that's what makes it such a positive thing to bring into this environment. Whether it's helping your strength or speed or just general aerobics. So there are so many aspects to all the equipment, and it's really benefiting everyone involved here.
Groundwork manages the Alpha programme on behalf of Alpha Resource Management. So we've seen firsthand the huge impact this funding has had. It's allowed communities to refurbish community buildings, to create new play and sporting facilities, and to transform derelict space. It's also allowed them to create new wildlife habitats. The success of the programme is all down to partnership working, and I'd particularly like to acknowledge the hard work of all the community, voluntary and sporting organisations that they've put into making the programme so successful. I'd also like to recognise the support of Alpha Resource Management. They not only release the landfill tax credit funding, but they've also put almost £500,000 of their own money into the programme. Finally, if anyone has an idea for a community project and they're within 15 miles of the Mullaglass landfill site, please get in touch with Groundwork and we'll be more than happy to work with you to hopefully bring your project to fruition.